We good?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have a roll call, please.
Mr. Caputo.
Present.
Mr. Durkin.
Here.
Ms. Gaska.
Here.
Ms. Ruska.
Here.
Mr. Novak.
Here.
Mr. Williams.
Here.
Ms. Salas.
Here. We do have FOIA request this evening. Dr. Skinkis.
One FOIA from the Illinois Retired Teachers Association. The response is in your packet. They were looking for upcoming retirees.
It's fairly standard, thank you. And do we have an update on the tax-exempt working cash fund bonds?
Dr. Smetana?
We do. We sold the bonds today. The interest rate that we presented to the board in November was 3.29%. We were able to close today at an interest rate of 2.95%, saving the district roughly around $73,000 in interest costs. The next step will be for the board to approve a transfer from the money that will come in working cash. It'll pass through O&M, operations and maintenance, and then go to our capital fund. It's required to pass through O&M. And we'll do that on February 24th. That's the day that we'll receive the funds for the bonds, and then I'll ask for the transfer that night.
Wonderful, and please extend our thanks again to Raymond James. That's a considerable savings. We appreciate it. Visitor statements, seeing none this evening. We can move on to consent agenda. I know there was a comment from Ms. Ruska. The consent, the meeting minutes were updated in our packet. Is there any additional discussion if we take that as a consent agenda item? Seeing none?
None. The Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois, takes the following action on the listed consent agenda items. Approves minutes from the meetings held on January 20, 2026, open and closed sessions, as presented in the February 10, 2026 Board Agenda Packet.
Do we have a second, please?
Second.
Second from Mr. Durkin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The consent carries. Payment of bills. I believe you had a couple of questions on this, Ms. Smetana.
We did. One of the first questions is on the ISIC runoff claim funding. ISIC is the district's old liability insurance cooperative. When the cooperative folded, we stayed open for several years until all claims that we had at that time were closed, and then the reserves were paid back out to districts. However, according to the bylaws, and we were told several times, right, if any district has a claim that pops up during those years that we were in ISIC, we would need to reconvene the cooperative and then possibly contribute financially depending on the year and if the loss fund was exhausted. So the payment is our portion for anticipated expenses for the cooperative to function for the current claim that ISIC has.
Thank you very much. Are those appropriated by size of the district?
Yes, the percent, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I think you had some additional questions.
We did, yes. The next question I received was on Airmark. We do pay Airmark upfront for a set amount of money each year. We prepay for the entire year, which saves us 2% on the contract amount. And but we pay them throughout the year for overtime for special events on the weekends. So that's either RV events or that is rentals. So we do recover some of that money back if it's a rental. It is a specific line item in the budget, so it can be tracked every year. It really varies on the year, probably $25,000 to roughly $35,000 given the year. This year, I think we're already tracking at 20, so it'll probably be towards the higher end this year.
So you have a line in there and you plan for it next year?
Correct.
Because we know we're going to need them.
Correct. We
Yeah.
always need some portion of it.
Yeah, okay.
The next question on bills that applies to me is cell phone for administrators. We do reimburse administrators for cell phones, and sometimes they submit for multiple months at a time as opposed to submitting every single month. They'll wait and submit three or 4 months at a time.
And that's not a new practice.
Correct.
That's been consistent for years.
It just stuck out.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
there was one additional question that Hector has.
Yeah, correct. There was a question submitted regarding who pays for the OSHA training. So the Career Safe is an OSHA authorized online training provider that is done by our construction Tech 2 students who are ready to enter, if they when they graduate, the construction field, manufacturing, and maritime industries. So that comes through our CTEI Perkins grant. That's who pays for it.
So is that part, I wasn't sure if that was our union employees
part of
taking
a
the
class.
OSHA training?
They're students.
So
and
it's for our students?
Correct, it's for a student,
Okay.
it's part of the Construction Tech 2 class.
Okay.
So they can have the OSHA card so they're ready to work after they graduate.
Okay, wasn't sure because, we have a lot of OSHA. I remember that, so, yeah. Okay.
Any more questions on the
Those are the
bills
only
and
questions
claims?
submitted.
Okay. Ms. Gasko?
The Board of Education Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois approves the payment of bills as presented in the February 10, 2026 Board Agenda Packet.
So moved. Give a second to Mr. Durkin, and we do need a roll call, please.
Mr. Durkin?
Yes.
Ms. Gasko?
Yes.
Ms. Ruska?
Yes?
Mr. Novak?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Salas?
Yes.
Mr. Caputo?
Yes.
I did skip old business, life safety items, capital improvement, sustainability.
Dr. Smetana, please provide the update you gave me this morning about Verde and our schedule so far.
We are in the process of earning our permits. We received the permit from West 40, and we're waiting on the permit from the Village of Riverside. Once we receive that, we will then go out and order all of the equipment. At that point in time, we will be required to give 40% payment so they can purchase all of the equipment. I expect that either at the next, probably at the March board meeting, would be my best guess as to when that would come in. And then we are still scheduled on track to start the project May 26th.
Great. Thank you. And I think we can look forward to regular updates on that closer to the construction, I would assume, under the same
Yeah, once the
same
project
item. Okay.
starts, like probably the May cow, and then we'll be meeting weekly as well, so I'll have regular updates for the board at that point.
Sounds good, thank you. Any more questions on that matter? Moving on to Board of Education discussion items, Ms. Ruska had requested a discussion on Board of Ed Policy 6:280. Did you have anything you wanted us to discuss?
Can we table that? I didn't have a chance to prepare anything the last 2 weeks.
Okay. Moving on, any item from Board of Education for future meetings from anyone for the agenda? Seeing none. Matters for closed session, appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body. We do have an HR packet. Student discipline, individual student matters, purchase, sale, or lease of real property, probable imminent or pending litigation, collective negotiations, and school safety.
The Board of Education Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois enters closed session for the purpose of considering the closed session matters as presented in the February 10, 2026 Board Agenda Packet.
So moving to second, please. Second from Mr. Durkin. And we have a roll call to move into close.
Ms. Ruska?
Yes?
Mr. Novak?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Salas?
Yes.
Mr. Caputo?
Yes.
Mr. Durkin?
Yes.
Ms. Gasko?
Yes.